Ultimately, the narcissist is a coward, and they rely on deception and betrayal in order to exact revenge against people who they create resentment towards. Really, it's just about scapegoating other people because all it takes is one thing to trigger a narcissist, and this will become a permanent loop of resentment that will build over time, gather momentum, steam, and evidence. But see, their cowardice, especially socially, causes them to feel a necessity to conceal. They will appear like people pleasers. You could have these people in your life and they could be setting you up for a betrayal well in advance. They're already smearing you, they're setting things up, and I call it baking a betrayal cake because that resentment in them will be stewing. And then there's going to be this final act of cowardice. And so when you're getting betrayed by a narcissist, there's usually like a reveal. I mean, it's literally like this rapid change in this person's demeanor. And one of the things they often can't do is look you in the eye. Once they start stomping around to execute this premeditated act of sabotage or betrayal, it usually even sabotages themselves. But you see, the fear of failure for narcissists, the fear of embarrassment is so high that they've already likely convinced themselves that there was no hope and no possibility here anyway. And so they have really, no awareness of what it is that they're throwing away in most cases. And they're not compatible with it anyway. So the worst thing that you could ever have happen to you is to be in any way involved with a narcissist in something like a business deal or work with them in any way, because they'll sabotage you and sabotage themselves to get revenge, and then they'll play the victim. You see, victim mentality is how they try to get themselves out of feeling any sense of responsibility for what happened. And they'll twist the story. They'll rewrite the entire narrative. Anything that you say after they've already blitzed you with bullshit, notice how later they'll act as if you initiated this, as if your attitude was the problem, as if everything that you might have said when you're being upset by them or as you're trying to defend yourself against whatever they're doing is going to then be used as a justification for what they did. See, that's why they get such sadistic satisfaction out of watching people get upset, because they want to trigger you to be upset. You see, that's the thing that they do, is that if they can get you to react, if they can get you induced into some kind of argument or fight, then this enables the justification of whatever they're doing. And so when a narcissistic person wants to get away with something, they want to do something they know is shady, they want to do something that's shameful, they're going to try to provoke you in order to justify whatever they're going to do to you. And so that is part of the sick, twisted psychology of these people, is that you could be totally a good person, you have no awareness of what this idiot is working on behind the scenes, and then bam, betrayal. And it's literally just a shock to just see somebody turn into this infantile moron, because a lot of the things they'll be telling you and a lot of the justifications that they have are totally irrational, total fabrications, twisting the truth, and they'll have all these grievances, all these things that are fantasy level entitlements to hate you, and you may not have done any of the things that they're suggesting that you did, or the things that you did had nothing to do with why they think you did it. And so, these people need endless amounts of validation in order just to coexist with you. And so the admiration that they initially might have had for you or other people, that's going to be like an insult to their narcissism, is that they need to be the best. They need to shine above all other people, and that's more important than anything, meaning that them looking good or them holding some artificial sense of superiority over another person is more important to them than real shared success. That means that they'll sabotage something that would have been good for them financially just for the temporary payoff of watching somebody suffer.